Yeah, we know our backs are up against the wall, and we need to make some things happen. And I don't even know where we really stand, wins and losses, to make the tournament. But hopefully the wins will come in bunches, and we can make a strong end of the season run here.
I think so. I mean, I wasn't real happy with the way that we played at Indiana. I mean, we didn't get any quality starts out of our 3 starters. After falling down early on Friday, I thought our relievers did a good job in keeping us at least in the game and giving us a chance to come back. A little bit of that even on Saturday, but then Sunday, really the pitching struggled, and then offense, we just haven't been able to put too many quality at bats together in an inning, which is what you need to do to score runs. So, if you have 2 quality at bats, you might be able to manufacture something, but you really need those innings where you have 4, 5, and 6 quality at bats in an inning to produce some runs. So that's what we got to do a better job of, and we can't make mistakes on the base pass. We can't make defensive miscues, and we can't give up the free bases, which is, I felt like, what we all did at Indiana. We just didn't play well enough.
This team plays with a pretty small margin for error, right? I mean, you can't have too many of those things.
Right. No, I think that's a great way of putting it, because we're not scoring a lot of runs, so we can't have a whole lot of mistakes either on the bases or defensively, or the pitchers can't create too much of a mess and give up some free bases where they're scoring a run per hit, which has happened at times this year. So, I know we can play better, and part of that was Indiana. I thought they did a good job and put some pressure on us and hit the ball pretty well. So, they just got to get back on it. Coming off finals, hopefully it's they're ready to play some baseball, and without a midweek game, hopefully, like I said, they're ready to go up there Friday and ready to play.
To some extent, there's really no looking at the standings at this point, right? It's just about you have to win every game possible. Is there something to be said for now? You get to win or lose, you get to see what kind of fight there is for these last.
Yeah, it really does come down to. I mean, this really is. We've talked about fight and pride, and personally, I haven't even really looked at the standings, very much. So I know they probably have, but like I said, time's really, it's time to produce, because if we don't go up there and probably win a series, then I don't know what our chances are. You're gonna need major help, but we're gonna have to do something as well to move up. So,
I mean, I think we're really close. We've always been, one big hit, 1 2-out RBI, 1 2-out hit with runners in scoring position, one big defensive play away from, just a completely different ball game. And even some of the games that we have lost that have gotten out of hand, I think, just one defensive play kind of set, some things up to happen that turned the game into a bad game. So I think we're really close, but we definitely need to step up and make those plays and get those hits to get over that hump.
I mean, we've showed great signs of coming out and playing like we can. We've at least played once every weekend where we can, and we get that win, and that was the first weekend we got swept. So it's more of a pride thing going into these last 2 weekends, going out showing we can play hard and play with anybody.
Is that what you sort of have to do at this point, is just, pride and show what you're capable of a little bit?
I mean, I'm sure crazier things have happened to where teams will make the Big Ten tournament, but I mean, this is going out to show everybody that we can play with the best of them, and we want to come out and show good things for years to come. And definitely we're not folding at all. We're going out with the same attitude we will against any other team.
Connor got back in the rotation in the Big Ten this past weekend, and you've seen it from the beginning when he had the injury, missing all the last season, and working his way back. So you probably have some appreciation for what he's done to get back to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a fighter. For him to, he kind of hadn't gotten very many opportunities before. Then he pitched, I think, 11 innings the week before IU, and for him to say that he's ready to pitch on a Friday night against IU just says so much about his character and his ability to fight for this team. I think, that above anything, that Connor's always going to come and fight for you.
You've seen his stuff and his command or sort of develop here as he's been throwing this season?
A lot better. I think he's learned to pitch more. I don't know if his velo or everything has come back from his surgery. So his freshman year, he might have been throwing harder, but he's more of a thrower than a pitcher. He developed another slider, so I think his ability to command 4 pitches in the zone and learn more to pitch than to throw has been his biggest asset.
what do you feel like you've been able to do at the plate to put yourself in position to get on base at times?
I mean, I'm definitely trying to see the ball deep more and trying to milk a couple walks, which I haven't been doing as much this year. And my on-base percentage could definitely go up. My average isn't where I want it, but I keep seeming to find a way to be in the lineup, and I try to give my team the best possible solution with me.
Just what do you feel like you need to do to get that average up a little bit? What are you not doing that you could change?
I need to start seeing right-handed pitching better.
Yeah.
I need to start seeing the ball the opposite field, creating more hits for me. Strikeouts are a thing that I need to fix right now. I strike out a little too much for my liking, and if I can just put the ball in play, I have a better chance of getting on.
Were the strikeouts an issue in high school, or is that something that you've just faced this year?
I mean, I've always just looked at a strikeout as being another out, but
Yeah.
getting here, it's looking at a thing that you want to make quality outs, and that right now that's not what I'm doing when I'm striking out as much as I am, but that's definitely something I could fix in the 4 years here.
What do you like about what Jeff Evak has brought you at the bottom of the order?
Well, he's got speed, and that's the one tool that it's one of the tools that we can't really teach. So now he's got to refine it a little bit. It helps for him to get on base, just like Brandon Craig. If they get on base with their speed, they can make some things happen. He's in the lineup because he's a very good defender, and really there's a lot of players that are in that subpar batting average, subpar on base percentage, and so if he's in that mix with them, then he's going to play because of his defense and what his speed could possibly do. So, he's given us 1 to 2 hits, per game at the bottom of the order. His on-base percentage still isn't great. His walk to strikeout ratio is not very good. He's striking out too much. He's got to be a guy that puts ball in play, and anything can happen then. He can hit a chopper, he can get a bunt, he can do a lot of things to get on base, but he's just got to put the ball in play a little bit more.